In the faraway land of Acalia lived a powerful King Menos. Menos had conquered the surrounding city-states, but now he pondered the future of his kingdom. He wanted to be king of all the lands and kingdoms in the sea and in the sky. This alarmed his beautiful queen Penelope. She knew ambition could bring misery as well as power for the king. But it was no good. His ambitions overtook his senses, and he sent for the one person who could give him what he craved. From the west came the great wizard Gyfax. He came to the court and also urged King Menos to come to his senses, but the king would not be dissuaded. Reluctantly, Gyfax gave him the Church of the Octopus. It was a special skull built when the kings of the mortal lands held court with the kings of the sky. Gyfax told him, on a special day when the moon eats the sun, the kings of the sky and the deep sea can hold court in the mortal world for a small amount of time. Tell your ambitions, and you shall have that day with the Church of the Octopus. Gyfax then left the kingdom, disgusted with the ambition of King Menos. Finally, on that day, the skull started to glow with emerald fire, and King Menos held up the Church of the Octopus and suddenly held court with the kings of the sky and the deep sea. From the other kingdoms of the other sky and deepest oceans, the never-dying kings came forth, and were solid in the mortal plane. One was the great Octopus King, and about him were smaller, lesser kings. The great kings held court near the trembling King Menos. Finally, they sensed his ambition. You want power. And at that point, mad with power and desire, King Menos says, I want power and control of all the kingdoms from the sky to the darkest oceans. And at that moment came an unnatural, supernatural laughter, a terrible sound. King Menos was horrified, and they gave him a vision. And in this vision, Queen Penelope came to him, became a terrible, terrible creature of Paphos. At that moment, he was screaming. And suddenly he realized he was in his kingdom, and the vision was over. Shaken from his desire and his ambition, King Menos gave his captain-at-arms the Church of the Octopus, and demanded it be hidden where no man could ever find such mortal folly. From there, the knight took the Church of the Octopus into a crypt of moving walls and learning. Menos and his beautiful wife, Penelope, grew to be wise rulers of his kingdom. And all about his kingdoms were the crest of the octopus for the lessons King Menos had learned from the Church of the Octopus.